Hi, today I want to show you my deck list of good format. It's a really different and unique deck list. It's basically chaos control, but me I like to call it abyss control, and we'll see why. And okay, it is a list I'm using on a lot on the rated of Dueling Book. And I would say, I would admit, it's really overperforming from my expectation. Actually, I have a win rate over 70%. It's great. Okay, for me, it's great also because I am a great Miss player. And okay, to do this list, I did a series of adaptation of considerations, and yeah, it is really strange compared to other deck lists. And yeah, for this I would like to show it. I play one BLS, of course, and one Sork. The reason why I play just one Sork, it is that to Sork it's okay, I love it, but in the actual meta it's kinda too slow, and it's often ended to be just a break in your hand, also because the meta is completely saturated of Kaiku, and yeah, this card is just a break in your hand really often. One I think it's enough, it works really well. It's a really big special summon to push. It's really good, the effect, so I feel it really perfect in just one copy. And another motivation. Okay, this is not a motivation, but it's something, a consequence. A consequence of playing just a Sork, it is that you have a really more flexibility in the deck in the deck building, because you're not forced to play just light and darkness like before, and we'll see it. Then I play Three Thunder Dragons. I believe this card is so strong. It's really a easy +1. I play meta, so it's really versatile. And yeah, personally I love it because after you resolve this card, you are protected by card destruction and delinquent duo. So I love this card. I love this card a lot. Then here there's the Spice. I play 2 Abyss. As I said, in order, without in order, playing just a Sork, you have more flexibility. And this card, it's really good. And it's really good for the stats. And okay, then you miss a powerful effect, and you go to substitute the Sork effect with these two guys, and yeah, you would think it is something that never comes, but actually after a lot of testing I discovered that at least one time per game, no, one time per duel, the effect is really relevant. It's relevant in terms of you win for this effect, and yeah, well, for me it's enough to play it. And yeah, I think in this deck list it works really well also because it's really fast. Okay, it's not like Chaos Turbo, but it works really well. Really often you have the combo with Sinister Serpent, and it's good. And it's a beater, that's important. Then for other beater package, I play one Kaiku. I feel one Kaiku it's enough, and usually side the second one. I don't feel the necessity to play the second one in the main deck because it's really good just in turbo matchups. In the others, it is just a beater, and I prefer to have other beaters. Virus, of course, really strong, especially with the Thunder Dragon Breaker. It's easy plus one. And here the lady. The lady, personally, I like it because it's a really flexible card. It's really versatile. You can set it, you can summon it, and it keeps the board. It's really good against warrior matchups. I like it, but usually I decide it in warrior matchups in order to enter the second Kaiku. Then for flips, I play two spies and two moth. I feel this is the correct ratio for flips because I want to avoid the situation where you have your hand full of flips and you are not able to get rid of some monster your opponent has. For example, a Don Zalug, something like this, and so I feel this ratio is perfect. The Magician of Fate, it's obvious, it's really strong. We play a lot of spells, so why not? It's also level 1. I don't feel to play the third one for the reason I explained. And Spy, I prefer this card over the Koichi because it's okay. The last years of God format just sh- has just shown how much this card is powerful, and okay, it conflicts a bit with Scapegoat in this deck, but okay, if you're not completely dumb, you can play around this situation, and yeah, it keeps the board, it's really strong. One Tsukuyomi, I don't like to play the second one. I played the second one for a long time, and yeah, I feel it was good in a period where the meta was lower. But now with Earth Aggro, with the Chaos Turbo, with Warrior, all these kind of decks, you really struggle to have the second one in the hand. You really struggle having it. So I prefer to have just one to swag with it when I have it than have have it too much. One Sanga and Serpent really good. In this deck, having the Abyss, you play really more conservative with Serpent and Sangan. You really ever want to have them in your hand and resolve them, of course. Trinity, double upstart. It makes the deck faster. It's okay. You don't care about the 1000. Snatch, heavy, and then a little strange package. I play one swap and one knock. After a lot of time playing double knock and one swap, I decided to cut the second knock for Didi Warrior Lady. The reason is that I noticed that I had a really horrible matchup against Warrior and Earth Aggro, so I decided to cut one Nobleman for Lady because it's a card that this card sucks in against these matchups. And personally, I don't regret this decision because okay, I already play Swap, I already play free meta, and I already play also, for example, uh, Habis. So I really don't miss the second knock. I usually side a mind control in a side if I need, but uh, I noticed that also cutting the second knock, I really don't struggle in the turbo matchup. So I like this ratio. I don't know. I'm I'm bad in English. And yeah, okay, this card is great. One book, it's a minus one, so one it's okay because it's versatile. This card is great. It's great with Abyss. It's great to summon back bitter chaos monsters. It's really you literally exit OTKs out of nowhere. Great card. Then triple scapegoat, triple meta. I think in this actual meta, it's the correct ratio. This card is really good. You don't care much to enter in the cycle in the Tsukuyomi lock because yeah, usually it doesn't stay for long. This card is really good, and not this card particularly, but Tear, because if you are under of resources, you can keep control. Then these two cards and two Royal Decree. I don't like to play the third Royal Decree. I think this card it's great when you activate this card in the right moment, and otherwise it feels so just bad. And I prefer, okay, Ring of Destruction is mandatory, I think, and this one I decided to introduce this one over Lightning Vortex because yeah, basically it's a card that gets a +1 by itself. It's really unexpected. um, when the opponent knows you have Decree, really unexpected. And yeah, it's really strong. It improves a lot my warrior matchups. And yeah, this card is just two, uh, but it works really well. I feel the ratio of traps. It's perfect like this. I feel it working really well. And okay, this was the decklist. As I told personally, I feel it works. It's a bit weird, I know, but I feel it really well. Maybe it is just my way of playing. Maybe in the future I will post some replay from the dueling book. This is the main purpose of this channel. However, for the moment, I'm just posting the lists. But yeah, basically because I'm lazy and I don't want to do the covers. But okay, I will do it in the future. So this is the decklist. It's really strong. I'm really overperforming on Dueling Book. Actually, I am 39th in the rating, and I really don't play often, just a game for day. And yeah, that's the... Bene, ciao.